Hi, Brad Blazar here, your host today in the Invelo Masterclass, How to Build Trust and Establish Relationships with Potential Investment Partners. Doesn't matter whether you're a CEO, an entrepreneur, somebody in business, or perhaps somebody in real estate. One of the biggest challenges people always have is raising money. You see, as a mindset and success coach, when I have conversations with people, I always like to ask, what is it you'd like to be doing in life? And invariably, everybody has a desire to do something bigger. Maybe it's start a business. Maybe it's invest in real estate. And when I follow up with the second question and I ask, well, how long have you had this desire or this goal? Invariably, in many cases, it's years. And I say, wait a second. You've wasted 5 years of your life with this big dream and this big goal of doing something more? What's held you back? And 99.9% of the time, it's money. They lack the money. But you see, that's not the real reason. Because in the book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, written by Robert Kiyosaki, a good friend of mine, he says that one of the key fundamental principles to building and creating wealth is learning how to use other people's money. And so today, in our masterclass, I want to share with you what I call one of the key concepts, one of the key principles that is going to help raising money to you, allowing it to become perhaps your new superpower. There are some key fundamental principles you certainly need to master when it comes to raising capital, such as the trust sequence, the 4-step blueprint, the validation phrase, or maybe putting together your $1 million pitch. But in today's masterclass, what I want to focus on most of all is the 6 steps that I call the trust sequence. The trust sequence basically has 6 steps that you use to build trust and establish rapport in a potential investor. It starts first with what we call perception. It's very similar to an introduction. And then it dives a little deeper into what we call temptation. Then it goes to connection, and most important of all, what we call validation. Then it moves through to attachment, and then lastly, affiliation. Are you ready to get started? Let me give you a second to get a pen, some paper, or perhaps a pencil, and we'll dive right in just a moment or two.